You know, we were just talking last night around the dinner table how special it is to be here. This is one of the locations that is just almost untouchable.
You're 1,000 miles from Africa. You're 1,400 miles from Brazil. You're almost dead center in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and a little bit south of the equator, like 500 miles south of the equator. So you're in the sticks, man. If you have a problem out here, I don't know who'd come find you.
First thought of Ascension is Marty Bates. Having known him from New Zealand and meeting him back in New Zealand a long time ago, yeah, my first thought is Marty Bates. And last year with the fishing side, meeting Olaf and Zach and hearing of these guys, Oski Rice and stuff like that, these are all the legends, and so it's a place where it seems to attract the legends.
My old captain, Zach Conde, he fished here. He weighed a grander here. Caught it on his first day fishing. I mean, I think that's kind of every fisherman's hope, especially the reputation that Ascension Island holds, is you might have a chance to see the biggest fish of your life, and it could happen any given day.
There's a lot of other places that are much easier to get to have a crack at a grander, but there's not a lot of places in the world where you have a crack at a 1,300 pounder, and this is one of those places. They're psycho. Nice. What, 200?
200 pounds.
Psycho fish. They're psycho fish, man.
Blue water.
Just direction changes.
What do you call it when we're in Kona?
Anthony Rats.
Another Anthony Rat.
Like, how weird is that?
Hey, good morning, everyone. Sitting here, beautiful Ascension Island. Want to talk with you a bit about my personal thoughts on billfish conservation. This is sometimes a touchy subject because everybody's sort of subjective views of conservation and practicing catch and release or tag and release is different. So I just want to share with everybody my personal views, and you can take that for what it's worth. The first exciting thing is, I don't know if you can see this because it's very, very bright, but this is a map of Ascension Island. Red X there marks the spot. This is where our 700 pounder was caught about 10 days ago. And just recently, on the 26th, she registered and popped up for the first time. The distance between these two spots is only about 6 miles. So in 9 days, pretty amazing to see that she's still at the island. She just went from one corner to the other corner, which really defies what we guessed. This is what we believe is a transitory spot for large female blue marlin, and they don't really reside here. So they do come in, eat, and then they move on to other parts of the Atlantic. And keep in mind, we're in the southern hemisphere here, southern Atlantic. So it'll be interesting to see where she pops up next. But we'll be able to track her as long as the tag stays on this animal. And when you're 700 pounds, you create a lot of force through the water, especially when you're feeding. So these technologies we're trying to still work it out. I'll show you. For this particular leg, we are sponsoring 10 tags. For every leg going forward, we're going to have a specific investment for that particular zone. Working very closely with Dr. Barbara Block at Stanford University. We think it's important for us to leverage the assets of the World Tour as we're going through Indian, Atlantic, and Pacific, above and below the equator, to study where these magnificent animals, particularly breeding females, and what their behavior pattern is and where they roam across the world. I'll show you a couple of examples. This is a satellite toe tag. This is what went on that 700 pound animal that I just talked about. This obviously goes into the flesh of the fish, and this toe line here, so when she comes up to the surface, this pops up like a bobber. And when that happens for about a second, one full second, 1001 and a little bit more, it sends a signal to the satellite, and then it will automatically alert us on my phone and on my iPad that she just gave us a position. This only registers surface location. It does not give you any other data other than the surface location, but it's important because it allows you to track where the animal goes. And how long will it stay on the animal is anybody's guess. This is brand new deployment. We're using this on a larger blue marlin to see where it goes. So I'll report back and let you know the success of this. Pretty important, pretty exciting stuff. This is the pop-up tag that's been around for a decade and a half. It's been improved over time. This again goes in the animal and it gets towed around. It does not give any signal or data until it actually comes out of the animal and pops up to the surface. As an example, you will program this little machine here so that it will pop off the animal within an estimated amount of time, 4 months, 6 months, as long as 12 months. This will actually break off and pop up. Once it pops up and it starts to float on the surface, then all the data goes up to the satellite, and the satellite bounces and throws all the data back to Barbara at Stanford University. Then they take that data and they create a track. What this will tell you is a lot more information than the toe tag. This tells you not only positioning, it tells you the speed, it tells you the depth,
it tells you a lot more behavior over the course of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. So anyways, we will continue to make this investment. I think it's important, and we're excited to share all this information with everybody as we continue to evolve and continue to be very committed to science. But thanks again, Barbara at Stanford. We really appreciate it, really helping us.
See ya, James? Decent? You okay? Yeah, it's fine. Probably at 70 pounds right now. All right, come on. Come on, baby. Here, James, let me give it to you. Okay, I'm gonna back it off. It doesn't matter. Yeah. They're just not made for that much pressure. That's why we got to build our own. We have a left glove, an orange glove. Anybody see the fish? Yeah. Not that big. Man, this thing is tough. Whoa. Got it. That is the toughest 700 we have ever caught in our life. Can you believe how strong that thing was? Good job. Good job, guys. Pretty work. Whoa. You good luck, my man. Took us 1.5 miles. Could have been bigger. That is the strongest 700-pounder ever of all time. Huh? It's very wide, huh? If you guys are really liking this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. But more importantly, I'd like to invite you to follow the team by becoming a member and part of the crew at badcocrew.com. By signing up, you get a lot closer to the team. You have live vlogs, you have exclusive content. You also get early releases on our YouTube videos. You also get 20% off of Badco store merchandise. Hopefully you enjoy these videos and you enjoy following the team and you like further updates and more frequent updates as well as live report on site. So log on to badcocrew.com.
Epoxy and straighten it
ready for dinner. Sorry for the wind and the mic. So on all of our game boats, we fish the exact same chair, which is a vintage Rablovich chair that's 30, 40 years old, and sometimes even older, that we rebuilt. 33 LNH, 43 release, 57 Spencer, all have the identical chairs that's been beefed up, through bolted. Since this boat is brand new, we didn't want to take any of the chairs off the other 3 boats, so we took the chair that's off the 92 Jones Goodell, which is a California boat. We don't have big fish in California, so we shipped the chair to Netherlands and met up with this boat, and we forgot to through bolt it. So to beef it up, we usually through bolt everything. And today was fish 12, fish 11 or fish 12, and we had a nice 800 pounder on, super strong, and I locked it up after we touched leader. It was tail wrapped, it was going down to possibly die, and went to sunset, which is 76, 78 pounds, and was there for about 5 minutes, and crack! So we broke the chair. So now the boys are through bolting it now, so hopefully I won't be fishing stand-up for the rest of the trip. And don't call me not macho. I did plenty of stand-up, but if we get the right one on, being here at Ascension Island, I want all my gear, which is the chair.
Thank you. Oh, India, I hear
Don't spell anymore,
I put a bottle of water. Yeah.
There's plenty of stuff in here too about helping yourself to whatever, sodas, waters.
I can't believe me, man. Like, white people, like,
We've been talking about this for a year.
I know. Thank you, man.
Yo, get in the chair.
Oh, hold on, stop this. Uh-oh. Hold on. No.
No, you're good. You're good. You come figure it out. What? We're gonna get a gap that.
Oh, how's all the frigates and everything? That's
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
We got something.
Thank you, man.
Big up mid-range. How big was that one? Everybody's afraid to say. Good job, boys. What is that? I thought that was already a tagged fish.
Hey, Nick. Hi, Nick. Thank you.
That thing was going ape shit, man.
Well done, bro.
I know some of the guys before us that came out here, we heard all kinds of stories of 20, 25, 30 days without getting a bite. And we experienced some of that, but to a lot lesser degree. But they can be very long, slow, boring days here. And the deal is, it seems like you're always going uphill or in the trough or getting pounded, you know. So at the end of the day, you're physically beat up and you're mentally beat up just from the lack of fish here at times, you know. And it can really grind you down.
For that reputation that Ascension has, you know, for a sea monster to turn up, given the trip the way that it's been, you know, obviously nothing's ever a given, and it's definitely not an expectation, but we're certainly very conscious and aware of the fact that, you know, something of those proportions or that caliber could turn up at any time. There's no expectation, there's no, you know, there's always, it's just hope. Yeah, it's rather be lucky than good, man. If he turns up, he turns up, and if we get a shot, we get a shot, and we'll take our chances, and we obviously do everything we can to increase those chances. So it's just being diligent in the way we work and the way we go about things in our fishing, and yeah, it could definitely happen in the next 3 days. And if it does, fantastic. And if it doesn't, we fail, fantastic. We had a chance, but you know, it's called fishing for a reason, not catching. So.
Hope to see a big one every day that you put a lure in the water marlin fishing. So definitely hoping to see, you know, at least one or two more nice fish. We got 3 satellite tags left, so if it worked out, we got 3 more days of fishing. So if it worked out to where we could get a couple of those last tags in a couple more nice blue marlin, that would be super cool. And yeah, I always hope to see a fish of a lifetime. Like I said, any day you put your lures in the water, it's always kind of in the back of your mind, especially in a place like this.
rig it? Sorry I let go so much. It's getting old.
Yeah, and then you break the hook. And then you break the hook.
I'd rather have us tag it.
Fishing's kind of been like that, where it's 1 day on, 2 days off, or it'll be good for a couple days and then slow for a couple days. The bird life, you could have hundreds of birds and bait and flying fish, mahis and wahoos up there off Bird Rock, and you go there the next morning like, all right, kind of high hopes, and man, you get up there and it's kind of like a desert. It really seems like the stuff's always on the move, and there's not really much consistency, which is kind of strange because we're an island in the middle of the ocean. You would think that it would kind of hang out for a little bit, but that hasn't been the case, at least for us this trip.
Well, we just finished day 20 fishing. We're supposed to leave tomorrow. But the flight that we were allowed to take off the island got canceled from the Falklands. So we decided to leave 1 day earlier and do the 3.5 to 4 day back to Abidjan, West Africa, Ivory Coast, so that we can get in there on Friday. It's Monday night right now, so that we can clear customs and then take a flight out of Abidjan to Paris, and then Paris back to the States. So we just finished dinner. Boys are getting everything prepared. Truly an adventure expedition. Ascension Island is a special place. It's also very, very hard to get to. There hasn't been a mothership program here for, I think, well over 10 years. And there hasn't been a charter Marlin boat here, I think, since 2016. Might have got the year wrong by a year or two. But we came here last year, really fell in love with it, really fell in love with the people. made so many dear friends here that we really want to try to come back every year to see everybody. But just want to thank my crew, both the 150 and the fishing team. They're going to be running, obviously, 3.5, 4 days, so we can all pursue this adventure in the stream. Wish us luck. Open ocean, 1,000 mile crossings, no joke, and hopefully all the boats run correctly and we stay safe.